Howdy all Muglex Lives. I think it's time to play a little Minecraft. Alright, so I am going to be working on my Nether Hub a bit today. We'll see how far I can get, because it's going to take a lot of stone, and I know I don't have enough. I mean, it's taken... I also think I'm going to have to move my Nether portal at the other end here down a couple of blocks. I don't know how I got off so far, but I definitely screwed up the level somehow badly. Maybe not badly, but it's a block. It's a block too high. And facing the wrong direction, I guess, as well. So I should probably do something about that as well. As well. We'll get that all finagled in here. Finagle. Oh. Hey, Mr. Pigman. There you go. Alright. So, I need to take this whole portal out. In fact, what did I do on the other parts down through here? I feel like they're centered, right? I mean, or do I have them off center? I know you can build them a little bigger, so I may have built them... Oh, I just built them wider so they would fit. Nice. I'm totally doing that. Because I have a whole portal worth of obsidian there that I'm not using, that I can easily tear down to match the other side. Man, I've been doing a lot of cleaning the last couple of days here. I think I've run 4 loads of laundry. Um, Only one was mine. 4? Did I run 4? I ran 2. Nope, 5. I ran 2 yesterday and 3 today. I need to go back up and probably move things from washer to dryer now. Whatever happened, like every single washcloth in the house was gone yesterday, and I was pretty sure that every washcloth in the house was gone the week before. A couple of times that I there at the end of the week, and then there were like 3 washcloths. There's a bunch of us, so there's usually like 20 washcloths in the closet where we keep our bathing supplies like washcloths and towels. And so I found it weird because I know some of the people don't use washcloths. They use those what are they called? I don't know what they're called. The poof ball things. I like a washcloth. And so I knew they usually don't use 1, 2, 3. Yep. 2, 3. 2, 3. I thought I saw some lava dripping. Okay. And so, I don't know. I don't know. There were so many washcloths just piled up, mixed in with clothes. I don't know why they were all gone, but they were all gone. So I have a giant load of towels and washcloths loading up now. And blankets. There were like 1,000,000 blankets. And yeah, it was a mess. Uh, None of it, I don't understand. I don't get it. Whatever. I know that other people in the house have been super busy the last week or so, but you know, the person who normally does their laundry has been home, so don't know why he wasn't doing laundry. All right, you know what? I need some diorite. So it's that, then glass, then that. Okay. So all of this has got to go. Oh, well, that's not helpful. Even with the top? Yep, even with the top. Like that. I don't like it. I gotta go get the diorite to fill that in, because I don't trust that dude not to blow up my stuff. I don't trust him. Top one. Boom, boom. I know. I don't know. Oh, yeah. We had someone call and say they wanted to come visit yesterday, and they were going to bring dinner. And apparently they called way earlier in the day, and nobody said anything to me. And I knew that most everybody else wasn't going to be home. And so, you know what? Talisha brought some glass too, so I can finish filling in that side so that guy can't shoot me. Can I have some glass? Do I have some glass cooked up? If I don't have any cooked up here, I know I've got some in the desert. Oh, I've got... No, I wish you would stop doing that. It's ridiculous that you keep doing that. I hope you're aware that that's ridiculous. So I'm cooking away, and I had gotten out the some hamburger to make hamburgers. And so I'd put it in the sink, put it in a bowl of water, right? Let it warm up or unthaw, however you want to put it, before I was going to make hamburgers out of it. And then I don't know what time of day they got the phone call, but it was early. It was like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Nobody says anything to me, and so then at 5, I get up and I open the package of hamburger and I dump it on a plate and I start mixing in the spices and stuff that I like to mix in there with it. And and then after I get that far, they're like, "Oh, by the way, you don't have to make dinner. Someone's bringing dinner." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I kind of already started, and I can't really stop at this point because I mean, what am I going to do with this hamburger? Uh, and so, okay, I've got to look at this again. Right, that one has the spot in the middle. Okay, so the shoot fell in the hole. And so I'm standing there. I'm making the yep middle one over top of the glass. Dude, I'm working here. And then that's just all the same. Okay. Wait. Ah, dang it, I fell again. No, there's 3 levels of glass here, so this should also be glass. And then this is all glass. I guess I need to get I gotta fill this hole in. Stop falling off, man. Okay, and then this is solid all the way through. There we go. There we go. Now we're okay. Because now that guy can't get me. And so I'm cooking away, and I don't know what was going on, but so one lady shows up and she's got all the stuff and she wants to chit chat for a while, and so I'm like, oh, I mean it's nice and all, but I've already got hamburgers cooking, and she's like, oh well, I guess you could just heat this up for tomorrow then or something. I'm like, yep, that sounds like a great idea. Appreciate it. And and so this other lady showed up. She's like, "Oh, I'm returning the favor. I thought maybe I could get out here and catch you guys and bring you lunch. But I got busy, so I just this you can just put this in for tomorrow and heat this up for dinner." I'm like, "Okay, will do." Oh, not sure I need 2 dinners. I kind of like that lava showing through there. I don't know if it will show through here, but it might. But yeah, so I wound up with 3 dinners last night, and so today I made hamburgers, but not everybody ate hamburgers. So today there were hamburgers left over. So we usually have a family lunch today, and so I went upstairs and I was going to be making dinner again today, and because like I said, there's pretty busy going on around here at the moment with some stuff, and which is probably why those ladies were decided they were going to bring us lunch because they knew we were super busy, and so I got there and I made myself lunch. I sat down and there's only 3 people in the house today, and the other 2 keep looking at me. They're sitting in the living room, which we have like a kitchen, living room, dining room. They're all open to each other, and so they keep looking back at me, and I'm like, just shake my head, and I'm like eating my hamburgers because we had leftover hamburgers, and I do enjoy hamburgers. Dang it! There we go. Trying to hit the right spot to do this, and man, it looks like I already did most of it down through here. And so, continue my eating. And they keep looking at me. And so all I could figure is they thought that I was going to make them food too. I'm like, hey, you guys want something to eat? We have a ton of things you can just heat up at this point. Because the one lady brought hot dinner, uh, and so we got all this Pepsi chicken, which I'll probably have some later, but that just needs to be heated back up in the microwave or something. And I'm like, I'm not making dinner for you guys, so you want something to eat, you're gonna have to get it yourself today. Uh, you are quite capable of heating things up in the microwave. I've seen you do it. And they're like, oh, okay. And but yeah, it was weird. They just kept looking at me. I'm like, you can't have my hamburger either. I'm not letting the dogs have it. You can't have it. We almost never have hamburgers. They're like one of my favorite foods. In fact, we pretty much only have hamburgers when I make hamburgers. And you know what? I am not. Aw, I'm sorry, Lava. Here, I'll poke another little hole here for you. You are in the bad spot for being visible. I should get the ceiling part done so I can get the glowstone in here and have some light down my tunnel too. I'll probably get this level of the wall done here. So yeah, I don't know if they ever did get dinner or not, but too bad. The real question is, did someone empty the dishwasher? Oh man. So we got this dog, and I'm at the point now where I don't think any of the people in this house should be allowed to have a pet, because they won't deal with it. It's not that it's abused or neglected or anything. It's just that they won't deal with it, and so uh, pets are noisy, and so they act like it's an affront that anybody expects them to deal with their animal. Dang it, I can't get out of here because I've trapped myself. And so, one of the animals we got is this lab puppy that likes to bark, and especially if you put him in his cage, and he's usually pretty good about stop barking if you tell him to stop barking. But you have to actually tell him to stop barking. And so they just turn the TV up louder. Like you have to actually get up and go over and be like, "Stop barking," and then he will stop. You can't just shout it from across the room. Um, and they know that. They know that. It's not a surprise. They've seen me do it. They've seen me stop him barking several times. Because he's pretty good when I tell him to stop doing something. And they'll just sit there and sit there and sit there. Oop, I don't want to step in that. And so, man, yesterday morning, yesterday morning, I'm trying to sleep. It's like my one day of the week where I don't have to do something in the morning and I can sleep in, and so I have to stay up really late the night before. And instead of making the dog not bark, they just put him in his cage and let him bark. Because, and I quote, he was wild. I'm like, yeah, it's a puppy. uh, did you get out his chew toy? And they bought like this huge rope bone thing. It's not a bone, I guess. This huge double-ended thick rope with a handle for the person to hang on to, and then two tails of rope hanging off of it. They're probably about, I don't know, as big around as your wrist, and so he loves that thing. Uh, but he only loves it when someone's holding on to it, and so you don't even have to, like do anything except hang on to it. And that is too much for them. That is too much. Can't expect them to hang on to the rope bone to stop the dog from barking. That's just too much. So I gave up. It started barking at like 8:30, um, or 7:30. It started barking at 7:30. So I gave up about 9 of trying to sleep in. 9 wasn't even a uh, full sleep time for me. I was gonna try and save you, Lava, but you are right in the way. I'm sorry, you gotta go. I like when the lava's still there. I guess I could have made it still there, but or no, I couldn't have. I can't do that with lava. Oh, I could have moved it. You can get out of there. All right. And so I got up, and I'm like, hey, if you are gonna let the dog bark, then we're gonna clean. I'm like, hey, I wanted to sleep in. So now we're gonna clean up your mess. And so I made him gather, put the dog in his kennel, because he didn't get the dog out until I got up, and then he's like, oh well, look, I got to take care of the dog. I'm like, no, you don't take care of him when I'm sleeping. You don't get to suddenly need to take care of him while I'm awake. So we're clean, and I didn't ask him to do anything too arduous. I just told him basically to pick up the little pieces of paper from where they let the dog chew up paper, and all the stuffed animals that had been, for whatever reason, left on the floor. And oh man, you'd have thought I was killing somebody. The way they were acting. Oh, how dare you make me clean up the mess that I personally made. And then the other one who's here, his job is to empty the dishwasher, but he also acts like he shouldn't have to do anything more than watch television, and so asking him to empty the dishwasher. Oh no. I fell right in that tiny little puddle. Way to go, buddy. Way to go. Fell right in the tiny little puddle. That's some talent there. I need to swap out picks too, because that one's about to die. They seriously have been sitting around the house for about 3 days now, because it's just been us. The other 3 have been gone, and I'm gonna do this just as it's fun. And so they've literally spent the last 3 days doing nothing but watching television, unless I make them do something. Because they are ridiculous. Why? Oh, that was my lava block, right? That was where I tried to kill myself with lava the first time. Yep, pretty sure we're gonna end up with busy couple of weeks here. Some household things going on. But today's been pretty quiet though, other than the loading up the wash machine a few times and enjoying my I can't believe you're not gonna feed us lunch. Ridiculous. Alright, so did I get 3 in there? Yeah. So the next thing I need to do here, I think I've got the ceiling. I think we're pretty much carved out down to the end there. Probably not at the end. So now it's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that the 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's insane. How many is on this one? Did I just randomly put these in? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so this one specifically here because of the tunnel. So it looks like there's supposed to be 11 spaces. Let's go get some glowstone then. I think I've got some glowstone left over. Do I got so much netherrack? Netherrack, rack. I don't need this obsidian. I don't need a barking parrot. I hear you over there barking. Okay. Wow. All right. And then more. I think I actually took every bit I had here. I didn't. Almost, though. Oh, glowstone. I almost ran off without the thing I came here for. 55 glowstone. That should be plenty of glowstone to get my bits in here. Let me get some light in. Oh man, I got a new tablet yesterday. I realized I don't have anything particularly exciting about tablets. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just gonna match this side here. 1, 2, 3. Some lights. And I can't count and talk at the same time, I don't think. But I've been watching the prices, trying to get a good deal. I like Amazon's tablets. I know they're not probably as useful as the straight up Android tablet. Um, but we I read a lot, a lot, and so uh, I use the ooh, I put that in the wrong spot. I use the oh, what is that thing called? Uh, I use I don't know what it's called. It's like Netflix though, but for Amazon. And I probably read over 300 books last year. Uh, because the I don't know, I can burn through some of the smaller books that I get through that. And so there are days where I read more than one book all the way through. Oop. Uh, I think that actually worked out. That's crazy. But I don't have. I guess I could try counting. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Alright. So that gets me some light in here at least. But it looks like I'm going to have to do some andesite mining. I did go out and do some serious gravel mining. So I did come back home with quite a bit of gravel. Uh, but yeah, I got the 64 gig 10-inch tablet. I thought it would be helpful with some of the um, away from my computer stuff I do to have a larger screen. Uh, the I have a small tablet, like a 7-inch tablet, but man, 7-inch tablet is just not big enough to work around with websites and stuff, which is what I wanted it for. Oh, I should have checked in here too. I got glass, 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 glass. Oh, gravel. That's what I want to show you. See, lots of gravel. Um, and so I haven't really done much with it though, because like I said, I don't have anything in particular that I do with a tablet. So it's not like something I needed, but um, I got the 64 gig 10-inch tablet for 140 bucks yesterday. So that was a good deal because they're normally closer to 200. And And my little one is starting to, I think, go bad. I think it's gone crazy. Sometimes it just shuts down in the middle of doing things like checking the weather or my email. And you'd be like, loading email. Oh, you don't have any internet. Oh, I've just closed down to a black screen. Oh, I'm now back on the home page. Just randomly for no reason, you know. Or you're reading a book. Oh, I've shut down. You're back on the home page. I know you were in the middle of that book, but I think you've read enough. All right. Kind of a meandering bit of a day, but that's all right. So, click like, subscription, catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.